Hello, hello. Welcome back. Apparently I've done something naughty worth about $5,000. I can't imagine what. Sorry. Welcome back to GTA. We have another contract set up in our auto shop. And I've finally finished a little bit of a... what to call it? A little bit of my work. My secret project. So, we're zooming around, attempting to free up a little space in my brain that's currently filled with fog. Hello, Chopper! Heli-Chopper! So nice to see you there. Welcome, welcome.
How you doing?
I don't know why I keep, sorry, Lester. I don't know why I keep spawning in at the very north end of the entire world and have to helicopter my way back down. I should have fast-traveled. But here we are, having a lovely, joyride through the hills. Picking up some blades of grass. A little bit of height would be cool, it's fine. If you want to hug the ground, that's cool. However, if there's any chance at all for some height, I will take it. Should you have another beer, or go straight to the Manhattan? What is it they say? Beer before liquor, that's a lot of fun. And then liquor before beer, that's also good. Pretty sure is the saying. It's tremendously unhelpful, as sayings go. I didn't know that there was a parking garage up here, which is incredibly foolish of me not to know after owning it for so long. I'm gonna have to circle around to the other side there and check that out. Or maybe we're just gonna park up here now, and this will be our new home. No, no, no. Over the wall. Alright. It has been such a long day. I was hoping that my long week would take a break for the weekend, but no such luck. We are continuing the trend. But maybe tomorrow. Who knows what tomorrow's gonna bring? And if nothing, well, that'd just be great. That would be swell. I think you know my answer, but what would the cannibal bartender suggest? Depends on how many fingernails you're including in the Manhattan. Went right by it there. Alright, so it is the bank contract that we are starting up. I'm gonna start with step 2, because I just don't care about conventional norms. Hello, hello, so nice to see you there, welcome. I hope your Saturday has been, just great. Not only great, but, just great.
Pay attention. Police and banks are all equipped with alarms that go right to the LSPD. Trigger that shit, and those fools will be on you before you even get your hand in the cookie jar. But we got a plan.
Okay.
The client used to work there, so he's supplying the right kind of signal jammers. That way you got a couple of minutes before the alarms reach 5-0. I'm sending you the location of the stash. You're looking for a bunch of cell phones in a duffel bag in the trunk of a car. Grab them, get moving.
As you wish. Yay, I've gone the right way by chance. Time to grab myself a duffel bag and just haul some ass.
But not for long. As soon as you got him, just stick the jammers in the alarm boxes outside the banks. I'll let you know when it's time.
Is it time yet? It's almost time to hit a palm tree with my entire helicopter. Just in there. Yep. Let the man on the Vespa go. That's fine. And we made it. Open the trunk of the Emperor. That sounds rather personal. It's good to see you, Emperor. Nice to meet you for the first time ever. Would you mind? Thank you. It's always the... Just the one? Okay. Will that do it, or are you gonna make me come back?
You ain't got a lot of time to plant those jammers outside the banks. Every bank that's got one of these is gonna be much easier to hit. My kind of business plan.
Ah, so this is a do as many as you can before you run out of time situation. We have 10 minutes. I'll just jump to B, get our bearings. B for bearings. Works out well that way. Where is the institution? Here? Here, perchance. There it is. Alright, so I can't be seen by the cameras. And I can't damage the cameras. Okay. Where... That's not gonna help. Okay, there's the security camera. I don't know if it could see me if I pop over there or not. I'm just gonna wait. Plant it. Plant it like you mean it. And we're off. Alright, let's see if we can hit up A. Should have parked the helicopter nearer by. We could also switch to an oppressor, perhaps? Maybe a little bit faster, maybe about the same. God, it could be slower. I don't know. 8 minutes. I like the idea of this sprawled over a couple of banks all at once. Although that's probably not the way to phrase it. Headed to the coast. One of my favorite fleecer institutions that you get to rob quite often. Oh, so often. So is this also a round the back situation? Again, phrasing? Are we doing phrasing yet? No? I'll just leave that there and sneak around this way. Be sneakier. Don't you stop sneaking. Do it quick now before it pans. Steven Spielberg is coming for his close-up. Move it. Never, Steven. You'll never catch me. What do you want me to be famous? Ha! Spoiled that plan, didn't I? By being completely unlikable and untalented. Which one is nearby next? Is F very far? Is it F for very far? Or is it just F for like the fun bank? Come here for a good time. It's obviously C for crap bank. I don't want to go there. That's going to be a terrible time. So I shudder to think what F is. Two out of 6. We got 6 minutes left. We're not necessarily speeding through this, but, you know, we're doing our best. If some of the banks end up not having signal jammers, we'll just avoid those banks later. It'll be fine. Probably should have stayed in the city while I was in the city. This one is, in fact, F for far. And C, it turns out, was for city. That's... I got it all mixed up. Yes, not a sponsor. I shudder to think. Sign up now. also going to be around the back. And where would that be exactly? Oh, good. Hi, security camera. Nice to see you. I'm surprised that didn't flat out alert the cops. Maybe it did. Maybe it will. There's still time. Alright, I'm gonna let that Spielberg its way over. We'll wait.
Yeah, problem? We're running out of time here.
Yeah, you could say that. You could say we're running out of time. It's because I went to F for very far away. Is that what you want to hear? You want to hear that it's my F for fault? Okay. I feel like I should have a puppet for this whole routine. It doesn't sound right without the puppet. Imagine a puppet. Enjoy your dinner. Thank you so much for stopping by. Try not to imagine a puppet. If you can help it. During dinner, it's not appropriate. Why did that camera turn angry red? Like a rash. Am I in trouble? Did I get a rash from that last bank? Oh well. So we can't go to E. E is for end. D, I don't even know what that's for. We finally established what C is for, and maybe that's close. Huh. Oh, I didn't even intend that one. Never mind. Where's this puppet? Jeff, will you act as a... I don't know where I'd put my hand. Boy. Royalties. It's not worth thinking about. I've survived the bounty placed on me. If only that provided a small time bonus. Speaking of time bonus, let's start our descent before we get into trouble. Right about here. Is it in the parking garage? Oh, so many options. Level 1, level 2. Maybe it's just gonna be where I think it is. Maybe they're gonna make it easy. Nope, it's definitely up in the parking garage. Okay, you're not gonna make it easy, that's fine. 2 minutes 50. What did that stand for again? Perch up here, 2:30. All that's cost us. Hide from the camera again, because I'm terrible at timing things. Oh man, it just barely even gets into the camera. I wish I had time to grab that. Hello, hello, nice to see you there. We're going for it. Plant it. Spread your legs and plant it. Wait. It's just for stability. It's nothing. Just have a good stance to plant it is all. Alright, we're probably not going to make one of these. We're going to have to make our decision now. D or E? I refuse to believe that D is not savable. Again, is that the way to phrase it? I have about 1 minute and 30 seconds. The smoke is informing me before my, helicopter explodes. Might have been a lot shorter than that, even. Jeez. Alright. So, we'll try this one. I have faith. It's all gonna work out. Ash and I have to go down the alleyway. Scaffolding. Oh, come on. Could you... Technically, I could just stand right there, just outside of the blue, but that's not accurate for roleplay purposes. They would see me in the footage. when we look back for roleplay purposes later. I suppose I need to grab a vehicle now that I've broken my helicopter. But it may not matter. We have 20 seconds. So Bank E is going to have a little tighter security for the end game. What a shame. I don't know what exactly I should have used to get around faster. Helicopter seemed fairly effective. But if I already know the locations, then they shouldn't change. For next time, we could probably use the oppressor and just go right to it. 5 out of 6. Gonna have to work. Let's go do the other setup. Thermal charges, was it? Sorry. Didn't mean to interrupt. I'll just leave this outside, in case anyone wants to gawk at it. It is so nice to finally be adventuring with you guys. I'm sorry it took so long today. I have been switching around the positioning of commas. Oh, for 7, 8 hours.
We got a couple of jammers up and running.
And
should have give you a nice little head start when we hitting them.
All right. I can't do it anymore. What's the end of that? I can't. So many commas. So why? Why did I? Who put all these commas here? I know it was me, but who? Dear God, the commas. Oh, I'm sorry. It's very hard to nap when I'm screaming in your ear. I was gonna nap before you started that whole rant. All right. Planning work. Are we? I was planning to laze about.
So ain't no self-respecting criminal robs a bank without some thermal charges in their pocket. That shit be like the 4th of July with no fireworks. I got the scanner on. Police are saying a couple of fools just stole an armored truck and they trying to blow it open right now.
Ouch.
Head to the spot I just sent you. It's out in the sticks. Careful, they got the truck surrounded.
Aww.
Gonna be hot.
Out in the sticks? That's gonna
right?
take me forever. But okay. I'm assuming I'll want to be able to shoot for this one. There are some vehicles that are faster to get out to the sticks, but you cannot shoot while you're driving them. So we'll just stick in this for now. Fairly versatile. Do pardon? Enjoy your evenings getting back safe to your family. No auto accidents here. No, surely not. Little detour. That was thrilling. So I have not been able to go back to the train mission yet. I would like to at some point. When that one shows up again, I want to grab it. Because I have seen some pictures online that the contents of those containers aboard the train are like randomized in some way. And you get different stuff the more times you do it. Not like as the goal of the mission, but just to look at. Like, for some reason it's randomly rolling the non-mission sensitive containers. And they're all seemingly mystery-related items, like spaceship parts and eggs and green goo from GTA Vice City, I think. Maybe it was Liberty. I don't remember. There have been so many cities now. Sorry. Didn't want us to meet this way. Didn't want this to be the story we had to tell our grandchildren. I mean, not our grandchildren, like together. I would never with you, but yeah, just... Vice City goo? Sounds like something you can't take off with Ajax. Yeah. Probably stains a blouse or two. I wouldn't risk it. So what's going on here? Something exciting? Steal the thermal charges from an active war zone. Okay. Okay, I will. That's fine. God, I wish this car was armored. Thank you. I appreciate that.
I hear them coming after you on the scanner, fool. Bring those explosives back to the shop, but lose 5-0 first.
Okay. They've set up a roadblock. What should I do? You didn't answer it in time. It's very hard for the police to catch you in a calico. I wish that they had calicos. That would make for some pretty exciting chases. But I also do not, and I'm sorry I said that. Please forgive me. We'll just sneak around that spike strip. Should be able to head straight down the middle, back to the highway. Though I'm tempted to just grab an aircraft from here. We won't. I'll be good. Honk honk. Honk. We'll grind. I can't do an ollie. I wish I could. You could just jump out of your car while it's in midair and start kick flipping it. That'd be a little something to consider for GTA 6. Excuse me. Sir, how dare you? I need to be on this side, and you know that. I told you this when we woke up together this morning and made toast. You were like, I have to go. Remember, I have a job. I'm a police officer. And I said, okay, but I'm going to be pulling a job later. And my job is just as important as yours. That's how this relationship works. But here we are, with you acting all high and mighty, trying to stop me. Yikes. Sorry about that. All right. So about losing them. How would one do this? How would one lose the police? I wonder. What are those? Are those the bad guys that I stole the thermal charges from, also trying to kill me? Very exciting. But I bet none of you have spent hundreds upon hundreds of hours planning a sewer heist. So I'm just going to hide down there, where none of you have thought to look. Oh, where'd he go? Who knows? I don't even know. I don't even know where I've gone off to. There. Now to the auto shop. And luckily, we're already in the river. Home sweet home. Oh, hey, guys. There they are, looking for their thermal charges. There is a tunnel out, but it takes you a little bit past the auto shop, and this'll get us right up to the front door. Instead of a little past. Ugh. Here are your thermal charges. I did much better on this one than the last one, you'll be pleased to know. In-shop reward, visual upgrade, a new mural, poster of Lester just twerking his ass off. No? Nothing?
That's how we do things, y'all.
One other thing before we start the finale. One more thing. I enjoy this. Oh, what do you call it? Retro look to the auto shop? This rather delightful advertisement-themed shindig we have, but well, let's try that GTA one. I'm still a little bit curious if that has any secret panels. I think it's under here. And renovate. At least. It might be a Ren of 9. What? So I think it's this one that we want to try. Race and chase. It's rather expensive. It's fine. I'm not going to worry about it. Oh, hello, and thank you very much for the gift subs going out. Someone, curse you, Magia. Someone has gifted over 100 subs in the channel. I'm full. I can't take any more.
I heard you picked up the explosives for the Fleecing Six. I like how you think, motherfucker. Ahead.
Thank you. That means a lot to me. These arcade-themed tables and tables are rather awesome. I didn't know that this was also arcade-themed, though I should have guessed by the race and chase name. So this is perfect. This is actually like, it goes directly with my arcade theme, which I really like. And it's dark. They've nailed it. This is much, much better. It was nice to see that one. A little bit of visual variety, but it got old a little quick. We've got a rose, we've got a butterfly. What does this say? This is where they hide the mystery items, for sure. It's... oh, this poor chipmunk. Guessing rat. Based on those teeth. Oh, this poor alien. He's being forced to wear heavy jewelry that itches. For a second, I thought the Statue of Happiness had a mustache there, but it was just the lighting. I was just seeing that wrong. Who's in this car? Claudio? Is that you? Claudio knows he's not to show himself around here again. Ah, they took a picture of me and used it. That's weird. That's straight from my Instagram. There's that UFO up there. So there is an alien giving you the peace. And there's a UFO up in the corner. I like it. Alright, thank you for indulging me. Just had to be done. I wish that you could actually put more arcade machines in here, like I'd totally buy more copies of those. To fill this up too. I don't believe that's a released game, which is sort of interesting. All of these other games you can actually play back at the arcade. But Cam Heads does not ring a bell. Okay, we should be ready for the finale now. Thank you for bearing with me. It's so nice to see you guys there. How is your weekend going? Well, I hope. If not, how dare you? How dare you, weekend? So I have 6 banks to hit. I'm guessing they're going to make me pick one of the tuner cars to do it in. We should probably go Calico. Sharpshooter loadout? Is that going to be fine? I'm assuming so. Yes. Oh, goodness, yes. Alright. Weekend not so good. Weekend mediocre. Weekend ugh. And then a couple of dots, as if to imply that it gets worse from there. Oh, I'm so sorry. I love you guys. You hang in there. I shouldn't have asked, but you hang in there and I love you. Probably just made it worse. With my love. As it always does. Shakespearean tragedy every time. Should really stop starting international incidents as part of my petty childhood crushes, and then it would be fine. It would be just fine. Okay, one right down here. Let's go for it. E, I believe, does not have the signal jammer. Gonna have to keep that in mind when we get to E. I'd also love to put on the mask now, but you're probably not gonna give me the option until I'm right outside. I know how this works. I know when you give me the option.
When you get to the bank, head right to the vault.
Do you wanna?
It's always
No?
in the back, and that's where all the racks is at.
Stay on the call. We want to sit courtside,
Okay.
baby.
I guess we don't get to. Hi. There, now it's finally letting me do it. I don't really want that. Thank you.
Go in hot like a motherfucker. Roast them bitches if you want to. I don't give a fuck. You already got the jammers turned on.
Yeah, but skip the line,
Come on
y'all.
now.
The cops won't stand the dock for long.
Oh, please. Okay, it's
Remember,
the
you
door.
got them
Sorry,
thermal
I thought it was
charges
the
if any
box.
bullshit get in your way. Blow the hinges off of something. Fuck it.
Watch your eyes. And don't breathe. Is it ever going to go? There we are. This one in particular seems like it would be a lot easier if you had multiple people, like somebody would already be at another bank robbing it. Because I'm going to be wanted in 1 minute. Alright, I robbed the D. That's all I care about. It's all gravy from here. I'm guessing C is probably the next nearest by. F might not be too far, though. Let's head up there. E doesn't have a jammer, but fairly close. See if we can just get that one out of the way. Not ideal placement for it there. Wow, it was so smooth, and not quite what I wanted. Now we should be getting there. Wanted in 3.
All right, the police on their way, fool. You better start hauling some ass.
We got one bank.
You at the
It's
next
me.
one?
You
Back in the
probably
building
heard
is where
about it.
it's always at.
Get around the corner now. We know where to put these. We're getting better at this. Okay. Now we just have to wait again. Wait for the big brightness. I cannot actually be cornered by the police. I need to keep a close eye on the front door. Because I only have one team life. And it sounds like they're very, very close. Speaking of the front door, what's that I hear?
Drop your weapon! You ready? Okay. Ready!
I don't want to.
Where is it?
I don't feel like it.
Jerk!
And I will not. Finally, and in conclusion, excuse me, sir. What a shame. What a shame I put it there, where it's impossible to get to. Okay. Yikes. There's my one team life. Gone. Are you gonna make me keep being wanted? Yep. Alright. Oh, I should have assumed. So many police. Don't mind me.
Sounds like they
Jeez.
got the whole precinct out on your ass. Y'all stay collected.
So, if you could plan ahead a little bit and have another person, you could probably get up to 2 banks before you get wanted, and then go clean up the last bank together. Ride off into the sunset. Ah, what a day.
You at the bank? Hit that shit and we on
It's
to
a
the
really
next.
fun style of job. All right, 4 left. A lot of running in place, yeah. Hoof it. Well, next time, don't park it so close. This is what I get for trying to start an amateur bank robbery. A robbering. Yes, that's what it's called. Bit of a robbering. So I should probably do a little, cleanup work here. It will also not be wedged right in front of the door. That'll help. But I don't know if I can quite survive it. The long walk to the car. Let's take a peek.
Oh shit, this is beautiful. You a fucking artist. You know that?
Okay, I'd get in now. That's probably good. Alright, F is way out in the boonies. Let's try to grab these 2. Excuse me, sir. We'll head for B. At least it's not timed. That's all I really care about. You can do anything as long as it's not timed. And you have some snacks on you.
Keep it
All right, I would
correct,
like
dog.
this to be
Pull up,
close-ish.
hit the vote, leave with the fat pocket.
I've got that fat pocket. Talked to my doctor about it. He gave me some medicine. So. They're coming, thermal charges. Do you not realize? Time and intense heat are of the essence. Come on. Intense tent heat. That's what you want to make sure you have when you're camping in the Arctic. The sharpshooter weapon loadout also does no good here, really. Very little good. My apologies. My apologies to your face and back. Try to get to A on the coast now. Don't need any support crew, thanks, but I'd love a snack. Wouldn't love that. Come on now. That's the one. Excuse me. Yikes. The only one that doesn't break. Could have hit any other pole and it would have been fine. Interesting place to turn. Almost there. I actually really like this one. I'll be happy to give this one another shot. Make sure we have all the signal jammers in place, etc.
You at the next
This is
one?
a lot of fun.
Back of the building is where it's always at.
Damn!
They might pull me over for a cracked windshield violation. You're right. I should be more careful. They also might find some things in the trunk that, people are going to have to get a lot cooler about real quickly. Oh, that looks like quite a few. Quite a few have arrived outside in my penultimate stop. But after this, we have a nice, fun escape to the desert. I'm looking forward to it if we survive. Let's eat some snacks now.
Just one more bank and we can wrap this shit up, y'all.
That's the stuff. Body armor? Why not? Okay. I'd like to open the door that way if it's not too much trouble. I should probably just run for it at this point. I'm wasting my ammo. Or my armor, rather. And my ammo. I mean, I'm wasting it all. Okay, get out of here. Just a little bit of health left. That'll have to do it. So, target F.
You ain't gonna let
Last
no ragged-ass
one.
police cruiser pull up on you.
I mean, I might. Let's be honest. I might allow that. Just as long as it's raggedy ass. I won't tolerate any pristine police cruisers around here, no sir. Overspin. It's all the blood on my tires, you see. What a shame. Alright, cutting into the desert. Like a fresh child's cake. Didn't have time to make your wish? Too bad. Oh, poor car indeed. Even poorer. Poorer by the moment. Yikes. Trying too many, fancy maneuvers. Okay. Well, you just stopped there. You just waiting? I thought for a second you had a spike strip out, but you didn't even plan that far ahead. It's one of my favorite roads for a good chase. Straight through the heart of things. Sorry. Sorry about your premiums. Almost made it. It's surprising to me how much further away this bank is than the other banks. This in particular would be a good one to have a friend for. Be like, hey, you go to the desert, I'll take care of everything else. Okay, let's put this somewhere that we can hopefully survive.
Hey, you there yet?
And in we go.
Don't be opening no savings account. Just get in and grab some racks.
Just gonna open a savings account while I'm here. If you could, here's my information. Thank you. I'll be in the back. The good news is, after all of this extensive work and trouble, and so much body armor, we'll make about a third of what we just spent on that art renovation. So, hooray. This one's gonna be tricky. They're getting real close. Are you in the bank, sir?
Well done, y'all. We did good.
We bank robbers. Hell fucking yeah. Just a fucking shame we can't spend none of these notes. You know they marked. I would have laid
That's
these
my
bitches out on
car.
my
You don't
sheet.
get to
Me and
hide
my
behind
girls,
the
shit,
perp's
we would have
car.
had a good ass time.
I got some bands in the safe. We gonna have plenty fun anyway.
Nah, you talking, baby girl.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's get out of here.
Once we get to those Armenian money launderers, we're gonna cut this call dead.
Hey, if 5-0 pull up to the drop with you, the whole job is
This is
toast.
fun.
Lose them first.
A little bit of craziness. It's funny when they send the ones where guys are hanging onto the side of the SUVs at you. It must be level 4 or something. I can't see
how we
it
doing
there.
with that heat? Keep shaking them off.
Hey, babe, you gonna tell us about that dude who put us onto this? What beef he got with Fleecing?
Get this. He caught his wife getting her back blown out by the boss. And then the motherfucker fired his ass.
That's cold.
Not as cold as wiping out half the franchise in that state in one go. But that shit was closed. Motherfucker alright. I met him having the best night of his life at the music locker. And after he get paid out here, I bet you that motherfucker be right back in that bitch ordering a bigger motherfucking bottle for his
Too
ass.
tempting nearly every time to just head to this outlet because it's such an easily accessible and hidden place that the cops never check. You just head for the casino marker, you slip past it, bam, you're hidden forever. And then it's right next to my auto shop, so it always works out so well. But it always works out so well when you don't land your car head first in the sewage. Let me paraphrase, or rephrase. I'm not going to paraphrase for you, I don't have the time for that. Thank you for watching me dent my car all over the city. I do appreciate it. I so hope this sort of thing doesn't make people motion sick, etc. I'm trying not to be as exuberant as I'm being. Oh, they found me. Alright, we'll go again. Deeper in. Sometimes they can spot you if they're at just the right angle on a hill up there. But it's rare. They shouldn't come this far. So, apart from the recent inclusion of the IAA secret entrance being down here at the subway station, there's never really been a big mystery-related item in the sewers here, as far as I know. Way back in the day, there were talks of like an alligator, or alligator noises in the sewer. And there were talks of like a audio cue that was a creepy laughter that played at a certain time of day down here. But there's never been like a Chiliad mural or anything. Oh, come on. I thought that would be safe. So sorry for the delay, jeez. Needs to restart that timer every time I don't go far enough in. So we'll just go all the way through. It's fine. So I've always been curious, because this seems like the place to hide stuff. It even has these really weird ladder sections here that you can like crawl up onto. Like these actually work. But there's no reason ever in the game to come up here. There's no collectible here until very recently. I think they put like an action figure up here. So it's like this has always had some areas that they could make use of that they seemingly haven't. So also I'm not sure if you can hear it. It's very faint. And I have the game audio turned down. But there's like a thump thump, thump thump, thump thump. And people think that it's subway tracks, like the subway cars moving. Which it certainly could be, but it plays in some strange locations. I'm gonna go all the way up to this second way out here.
Hey, babe.
Finally, we've lost the cops. Sorry about
What?
that.
I don't hear nothing.
Silly
That's
of
what
me
I'm
not to
saying.
just go all the
I
way
think
in
we
at
lost
first.
the police.
But let's up, fools. It's time to
This should get us
cash
back out in a pretty good position.
Motherfucker hit a stack of banks and gets away with it? You're really something else, motherfucker.
Love
And by
those
you,
headlights.
I mean we. All we gotta do now is meet the client and give him these marked motherfucking bills.
Amen to that shit. Strong finish, y'all.
I love it. Alright. So we're not heading to the auto shop, we're heading to the client. That's fair. Let's go find out where we need to be for that. Oh, yikes. Goodbye, headlights. It's fun while it lasted. Back in the overworld. Ah, fresh air. This car really is an incredible beast. It's probably my new, like, most used car. I don't know if I can say that it's my favorite, but oh god, it's clearly my favorite until they change it. If they change it, oh. It's like how for 1 or 2 months, when the Oppressor first came out, you could do this thing where if you over and over again with it, like, did that with it. It would go incredibly fast, like ridiculously fast. And then they patched it out, and it doesn't go that fast anymore. So I'm trying to enjoy this while it lasts. Though if they just decided to take pity on it, on us, and keep it. Man, I wish I'd lost the cops all the way back here. I didn't even have to leave this area. I ended up right near the ending point. Maybe that's why they put F out here.
Look, my man ain't the talker type, but the motherfucker always on time. You need to swap these dirty bills so we can get some clean ones so we can start spending.
All right, here's your bag. Thank you. And good day. I like that one. I could do it so much better. And if I had a second person, I could do it, in half the time. But I really like the setup of it. It's exciting. Ooh, that back bumper is loose. Yes, it is. Got a real nice breeze going through all the broken windows, that's for sure. Very ventilated. So, we're coming up on an hour. That was not too bad a session, but I'd love to do one more quick thing. Maybe we've got like an auto shop car ready for us to modify or something. Oh, are they gonna repair my vehicle? Thank you. I appreciate that, as I absolutely savaged it. Well, now we can head back into the auto shop. I love bathing everything in red as I roar by. The speed of a glitched pack mule. Let's go firsties. Are you guys doing firsties without me? How dare you? I thought we had a firsties pact. But now it just turns out I'm lasties. It's fun sometimes to come to first person and just cruise around.
Them banks, player? We really on some old school bank robbing shit, huh? Them Armenian boys are gonna launder them dirty bills squeaky clean, so you can spend the real ones on whatever the fuck you want. Always a pleasure working with you, motherfucker.
Thank you. I'll take that as a compliment. Always a pleasure working with you, you son of a bitch. Oh, I'm blushing. Stop it. Alright, we got our, award for the bank contract there. Alright, alright. Let's get back into third person before we all start heaving overboard. I'm about to start heaving. Alright, this is the police station, one more block, and we're there. Pardon me? I'm sorry. My language. I do apologize. Oh, I was too excited. I was too excited and I've moistened myself. How dare I? We do not have a car to modify. No problem. I've probably been doing too many of those. In that case, let's see if we can start any other jobs.
How you doing?
I'm just now noticing it. I fully just glossed over that as part of the pattern. I was like, that's a weird shirt. Let's see your crew logo on his shirt. That's a great little setup. You could do anything you want. So we did data contract and we did... No, we didn't do data contract. That's new, but we did prison contract. For a second I thought that was the secret recipe one. I don't believe it is, and I don't believe we've done it. So let's get it started.
Y'all ready to drive too close to the sun? Cause this shit is about to get real. There's this old school hacker dude.
Tell me more.
All reclusive and shit. Soon as he heard there was a new play in town,
Avi Schwartzman.
he reached out.
Yeah.
Got something he don't trust to no friendly face.
Or do you mean
He
Lester
wants someone
Crest?
to rob Don Percival. In case you don't know who that is, he's the CEO of motherfucking Merriweather. Apparently, he got some secret files
Whose
worth
mother
their weight
did
in
you
gold.
allegedly pleasure?
But that shit ain't on the
I've never been
cloud,
asked
y'all.
that question.
Percival got a super off the books
I
hideaway.
don't know.
No one knows where it is, so this hacker needs us
Allegedly.
to find it, find a way inside, and steal the hard drives with the files on them. Yeah, that's the kind of crazy gets you
Okay.
paid real good. So let's get paid.
As long as I'm getting paid real good. Locate the Merriweather CEO's base of operations. Merriweather has been a thorn in my and the world's side, nigh on the last decade. And I would love to steal their files and make them feel the hurt. Is that how you say? Is that what a tough guy would say? I'm gonna put the hurt on you, mister. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's tough guy talk. It's some pretty tough talk.
Hey, you know the tricky
Gonna
part about
give
raiding
you
the
a
off-the-grid
licking.
weekend retreat of the billionaire Merriweather CEO? Finding out where that
Or
shit
this
is.
malarkey.
We got one lead. His deliveries come by air from Palmer Taylor Power Station. Get over there and see if there's someone you can tell.
Yes, please. I mean, I love you, Calico, but yes, please. I see a guy unaware on a bike, and I can't help myself. Shouldn't have been so unaware on your bike. Trying to teach these people valuable life skills. No, I'm just being a jerk. I'm sorry. There's no excuse for it, really. Thank you for the bike. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna give him a knuckle sandwich. I'm gonna clean your clock, mister. How many other ways are there? There must be more. You old so-and-so. It's just so folksy. I'm having a good time. I think we've got like half of a Mammoth screenplay done here. This is pretty good. These very topical Mammoth screenplay jokes landing on Twitch. Is the demographic ripe for these screenplay jokes? Is that... It's very kind of you. So we probably would have been there by now if I'd just kept the Calico, but I felt my conscience whispering me on to bad, bad doings.
You see it? Tell that shit, and you'll end up right where you need to be.
Tailing helicopters, my favorite thing to do. Thanks again. It's not that big of an imposition, really, but oh, come on. Tailing helicopters.
Soon as you see that chopper drop the delivery, get your phone out. I need a photo of the entrance.
Okay, take a picture of the entrance. Which way are you going, my friend? Nice. Nice little setup. Sure we'll be able to follow him on the mini-map. I'll get my eyes back. I'm guessing it's some sort of underground bunker out here in the desert that he will be dropping it to. I know of several. They all belong to me, so I'm not sure where he's going to be dropping it. Hey, wait, these are my bunker. Am I doing this? Have I been Merryweather all along? Oh my god. I'm a dick. Ah, the honesty feels good. Feels good to be honest. Going across? I'm gonna plan ahead that you're going across, which is very rude of you, frankly. You know that I can't follow you across the water with these tires. There he is. He's just popping up right above my head there. I'm not sure if that worked. I'll have to check the footage later. Okay, seems to be coming down. Slip in here, get our cell phone ready. Donk. We did it. It's this one. It's the one that has all the grease tracks in front of it. I could have probably told you that from the grease tracks alone. You like it? 'Cause that's a picture of my butt. I'm just kidding you. I want to keep this relationship professional, Sasanta. Thank you anyway.
An underground bunker? What's with this doomsday shit? I'm starting to think these rich motherfuckers know something we all ought to get told. Anyway,
Ah, starting to think that, yeah.
Okay, I got it. Soon as you see someone drive out, you steal their ride and bring it back to the shop. I'ma pull it apart.
Never mind. I thought I was already heading back. 1 second.
Then we stick it in your car. Easy.
Someone's coming. Everyone hide in the bushes. Pick a bush and hide in it. There. That's the one. That's the one for me. You get out. You find another bush. Steal the barrage. But what about the Bellagio and the MGM Grand? Wait. You just... I came all the way back here just so that you could slip past me and make it to where I used to be? Where I used to was? This is not what I signed up for. Slipping past my used to was. I'm really making good time. Hey, buddy. Oh. Aw, come on. You're not a part of this. Let me take out the turret guy first. On second thought. Oh man, now they're all after me. Okay, turret guy's down. Come on, driver. That is quite armored. Must have been passenger. Don't want to blow out the tires before I have to drive it. A little bit too close. Come on now. Okay. Hopefully this will be a little bit armored for the escape. It's also smoking quite nice. That won't help the escape. Okay. Not quite as fast as it could be. And someone's got explosives. Please stop. Please, I'm begging of you. That ought to do it. Don't look at the explosion. That would ruin it. This vehicle has that nice smoky flavor. It certainly does now. That smell. Gunpowder and death, is it? Or... no? Just death. Hoping they're not going to be able to catch me again, but they are in helicopters. And I've got these big chunky wheels that don't go very fast. So advantage helicopters. I've really been liking these new contracts, though. They're a really nice balance. Pardon me. I got caught in my throat. They're a really nice balance between, like any other heist would require you to do a ton of setups, like 6 or more. And these almost always have just 2 setups, and then you can go right for it. So it's like a really good middle ground when you don't have time for a full heist setup. Ah, shouldn't have done that. Alright, we're back. Very sturdy undercarriage. That's what I appreciate. But it allowed the helicopter to catch me. So I've been loving these a lot, is the point of that whole rant. They're really easily doable in a short amount of time. A little bit complicated in terms of the drive-by skills required so far, but I'll just have to get better at it. Or switch to PC. Those are my only 2 options. You want to shoot straight? Why don't you switch to PC? Oh, I just wanted to be comfortable while I shot straight is all. Just wanted to sit back in a chair and not have to WASD all over it. I'm so tired. You were just about to say, you're so good at passing other vehicles, and then, oh, I was so bad at passing other vehicles. Okay, a little bit of a twofer there. Hideout located, barrage acquired. I'm awfully curious. Does anyone have to go? Are you imminently leaving? I'm awfully curious about the other setup now that we're here.
We found this bunker, and she working on the front door key for that shit. That shit might be doomsday proof, but it ain't Detroit proof. Fuck them motherfuckers. Let's do this shit.
Oh, Moody man, you have such a way with words. All right, defenses. Let's do this. I've got 1 more in me, as long as it doesn't require any drive-by skills. But then I promise I and my sturdy undercarriage will leave you alone for the night. Thank you for all of your time here, though. This has been lovely to catch up. I'm sorry I haven't been getting back into Cyberpunk and Assassin's Creed either.
Case says he gonna
I need to get back in that, but I'm too busy zooming around.
Well, seems to me like while he's doing that, this Merryweather CEO gonna have a few moves of his own. Like sending a platoon of cranked up, trigger-chewing private military motherfuckers all the way up his ass. So we gotta move first. Steal as much of Merryweather's equipment as you can, stash it at the contact's place on Elysian Island, and use it against
Sounds
these
like another
fools when the time
timed
comes.
mission.
We only got one
But
shot,
okay.
though. Better be a good one.
Okay, I'll try. So, Merryweather Armaments. Head for this one. It looks like it's on the move. Get something to try those drive-by skills. Oh boy, my favorite. Oh, my favorite. He's sad, trying to hide his active disdain. I'm a-comin'. I'm coming for your duffels. I suggest that you let loose. Hey, my duffels. What are you... Sir? Sir, this is not appropriate. I need your insurance information, sir. Want the passenger too, before he slides over into the good seat. Oh well. I'll just kick him out. That'll be fine. He's too afraid to touch his friend. I'm sorry. I know you two were close. Guy got in the passenger seat and saved his own life. Absolutely spectacularly. What a hero he is to himself. His friend got real concussed, but that guy is in perfect physical health. So there's only 3 for this one, but it is going to be a little bit tricky. I guess I'll have to call in the car again as soon as we get to the auto shop. Also, is there a way to just drop this and drive the faster armored car? Do I have to take the truck? There might be a better way to do this, and I'm slowing us down. Ooh, I'm also not delivering it to the auto shop. I'm delivering it to Elysian Island. Alright. I'll adjust my expectations. And part of my vertebra. Sorry. You had such a perfect butt before I came along. I'm so glad you caught this stream too. And I'm sorry for your awkward work shifts. I hate it when that happens. But it is always a pleasure to see you. Which dock do I need? The one that says drive safely? That's probably the one. Out of the way! I'm carrying geese. Does that make it more dangerous? Clearly you've never dealt with hauling geese. Okay, they did do me the service of giving me the calico back. Let's try setting a waypoint here. Alright, this one's parked. Good, good. 6 minutes. We can at the very least get that one. I'm not sure how far away the other one is getting by now. There's really no, there's no stopping this car. Even when you crash, you gotta orient yourself and you'll be back on track in no time. Alright, parked at the helicopter. I could have gone straight through there. I probably should. I'm still tempted to go straight through. But no, I'll go around. bit quicker to take the river next time, though. If I can keep it in mind. Straight down here. That's the one.
We're running out of time here.
Yeah. Oh man, it's trailered. Okay. I think one of those can actually get it. I'll just have to take them out. Please hide. There you... No, please hide. There you go. Not Alvarado. Anything but that. You're good. Sorry. And you're apparently helping me. Thanks. Not Menendez. Okay, I think this can actually grab stuff, but I'm not entirely sure. It is, however, not very armored. Okay. Moving out. 3 minutes. I definitely don't think we're gonna get the last one. Regrettably. I should have been a bit faster. Well, this is fairly speedy, all things considered. Yikes! Sorry! Not what I intended. Definitely gonna be on the news. Alright. Did you guys hear anything? No? It's just my imagination. Yikes. Glad that didn't detach. Alright, we do have like 2 minutes 30. I don't think it's gonna happen. But it didn't take me as long to get back as I thought it was going to. This is much, much faster than the truck was. So I don't know. There's no way in hell, but we'll still try it. We'll go until the timer runs out. Okay. Put me back out there. Why don't you take a gander at how absurd this goose hauling is? I'm sorry I didn't see that until now, because it's solid gold. Just, exquisite stuff. That's quite a ways away. That's quite a ways away for 2 minutes. Wish I had a rocket bike. If that was my active vehicle for this, we might be in better shape. Probably shaved off any time this shortcut would have given me. Now we go this way. This is the shortcut I should have used to get to the helicopter place because it pops out right nearby. I'm leaning. Just now realized. Get back across. There you go. One minute. It's sure not looking good. But maybe we can put our peepers on it before the timer ticks out to disappointment. Certainly fun to do a little dangerous zooming through the city. I'll take any opportunity. One more. 30 seconds. Got it. Don't shoot. We're all in danger if you shoot, so I wouldn't... Oh! They didn't heed my warning. Alright, we didn't get it in time. Oh well. We still had an awful lot of fun. I was expecting you all to disappear out of my life suddenly. That, again, is my car. I'd appreciate it if you, just stop that. What? Couldn't hear you. Because you're dead. Okay, so we should be all set up. We don't have the full defense down. We could have if I had performed that last job better.
Good shit.
But we should be ready for the finale.
Coming, we gonna need all the help we can get.
Just out for a jog. Lovely morning. Thank you guys for all of your time here. I cannot wait to pull off that data contract. I wonder what we will find in the CEO of Merryweather's private files. Mostly kitten memes? I mean, you'd think so. You'd think for like an Eric Prince type international figure of absolute awfulness that he'd probably have some good kitten memes. Just enjoying the beach so much here. Do pardon me. Do pardon. Thank you very much for your time. I will try to slip out of the police's watchful eye here. Oh, they're headed right for me. That's not the way to do it. I'll try to slip out of the police's watchful eye just here, just out of range. And I will see you guys next time. Thank you very, very much for hanging out. It is always a pleasure to be in your company. Armed, unarmed. I'll take it all. Thank you. And I hope to see you again tomorrow. Hopefully in the morning I won't be wrapping my head around the commas quite so much. And we could do a little cyberpunk, maybe? I'm thinking cyberpunk. But we'll see how it goes. Thank you for your patience. And then after whatever we end up doing tomorrow morning, hope to see you there. After that, at about noon my time, which is 1 o'clock Central, I will be on the No Sleep channel with certain people who might be in the chat, playing a bit more grounded, I'm assuming. 2 Central? Oh, I'm so sorry. Have I messed it up? Somewhere around then. I hope to see you there. It is either 1 or 2 Central. Yes, I think I remember 2 Central because I changed it. So sorry. You're absolutely correct. And yes, we will be doing a little bit more miniaturization in the backyard. I hope to see you guys then. Definitely, we'll catch you later if you're stuck at work. Okay, I was sitting on that rock to salute at you, but then I got excited about the calico again. Now I've found a lifeguard, so we have to take advantage of that. From me and from the lifeguard here, who's, let me tell you, even better from the back. I'm not going to show you because it would be obscene for the Twitch, but he is stacked back there, let me tell you. I'll see you guys soon. Thank you again, and bye for now.